Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here back again with my Halloween journal, and yep, we have been making an altered book junk journal. We are doing a different kind of altered book, you know, it's a different take on an altered book. We are doing basically a ring bound journal, but it's incorporating all elements or aspects from the book. So we are using obviously the book cover, and we're using, you know, the actual pages from the book to make our pages or our leaves, you know, for the ring bound journal itself. So it's a kind of bit of a different take on the altered book kind of, you know, conventional altered book that maybe you've used or, you know, made before. So what we're going to do, we've been making kind of various different page layouts so far. We're just going to continue basically with that same kind of theme. So I've got here a vintage postcard, which I know that I did mention this in the previous video, but oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that postcard look? So I thought we could try and kind of marry it up with maybe one or two of these little bits. So I've got here this little kind of, oops, frame piece. So I'm just going to cut this down, and we'll just see if we can, you know, incorporate this at all. So just cut that down. Okay. Like that. Oh, I just cut some of this off. I might have cut a bit of that off, but anyway, I'm sure it won't really notice too much once it's stuck down and everything else is on the page. There'll be way too much going on to actually notice what I've snipped off or haven't snipped off, I think. Well, hopefully anyway. Right, so I'm kind of thinking we could like layer them up. I was going to lay it over the postcard, but to be honest, that will cover up, you know, all this gorgeous script. I mean, it's quite strange writing actually on there. But yeah, I don't necessarily want to cover it up. So I don't think we'll kind of do that. Right, just going to take a bit of this, I think, to put down in the background. So let's just see if we have this going on here, or we could actually have it higher like that. And so, oops, maybe over there now. And yeah, maybe that there. Okay, so I mean, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? So I'm going to take this down so it's more or less, you know, the size of the page. So like that. Okay. Like that. Right. Let's just glue that down. So okay. So I'm just using the 3-in-1, just, you know, it's going to stick it down, you know, nice and quickly. So just go all round kind of near the edges, as close to the edges as I can, like that. Oh, I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying working on this journal. I actually, yeah, I'm almost like a little bit sad for when it comes to an end, because it's been such a different sort of project. I know I've said all this before, but honestly, doing the Halloween stuff, you know, it's got such a different theme to anything else that I've done. And this is every year. I don't just mean this year. I mean, every year. You know, I love doing them. They're really, really, really fun because they're so different. You know, nothing else that I've made is anything like the Halloween journals. They are very, very, very fun. Right, so I'm thinking like that, and the rosebud like that. Now I have edged a lot of stuff in green, I have to say, making this journal, but I might not on this. I might just kind of leave it. Thinking maybe do a ruffle down there. I mean, to be honest, I just love how that looks, you know, on its own. What do you think? Now I have got some banners, which we could maybe incorporate some banners. I don't know really whether we need to or whether we even want to. But let's just have a look here. I don't know whether we actually want to be honest. Oh, I have got this, which that was one of my favourite pieces. Right, let me just cut out this. Oh, and again, it's a circle. Why am I choosing to cut out the circles? I mean, for goodness sake. So, yeah, if you watch my channel, you'll know that I absolutely hate cutting out circles. I think because there's no room for mistakes. There's no room for error. There's no room for forgiveness. You know, you've got to be pretty much following the circle exactly as it was, you know, or as it is. It just stands out like a sore thumb if you go wrong with it. So, right. I guess what I could do is have it, oh, what about like that? I do really love that, I have to say. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop this down. I'm not going to edge it with the green like I have the other bits or anything. I'm just going to pop this down as it is. So like that. Okay. Like that. Now this, the chances are, is going to go over somewhere near where the ring bound rings are going to be. So yeah, they might go, you know, they might go here or something, maybe through it or maybe very close to it. But that's absolutely fine. So that's going to go there. Going to have this here and this here. Now, yeah, probably, or maybe like that. So I might do this as another little tuck spot. So what I want to do is just see how would I be tucking something in, probably something like that. So then I can put my glue, oops, she says, put my glue like, oh my goodness, hang on. This is throwing me. Put my glue here and here. Oh, why that was so difficult, I have no idea, but yeah, it definitely was. So yeah, just kind of so that then I've got my glue, you know, so this would be an actual usable tuck spot. So like that. Okay. Like that. Yeah, love that. Oh dear. Okay, that looks rather nice, doesn't it? And then this is going to go here. And again, could have this as another tuck spot, but I'm actually thinking, could we have it as a sideways pocket? Let's just see. Yeah, we could have that as a sideways pocket. So again, if I just pop that in like that, so as I can kind of gauge roughly where I want my bits to be. So, or where I want my glue to be, where the, you know, whatever's tucked in the pocket, where that would run to. So like that up here and like that. Okay. So like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. Then press that down. Okay. Yeah, looking good. Love that. Okay, yeah, I am loving that. Now, in the last one, I did say I had these tassels, which these are in those physical kits, which are in my shop at the moment. We've got tassels in them. Can't remember how many you get, but, you know, just a few tassels in those physical kits. So I'm thinking, could we have that anywhere? I mean, maybe even kind of like glued under like a rose or something like that. I mean, obviously then that would hang out beneath the journal, or, you know, at the bottom. So that's potentially a little bit strange. So just see. Definitely loving this ruffle down the edge. So I might do the ruffle first and then we'll come back and decide whether we want the tassel. We might prefer the tassel, you know, held with a bulb pin or something like that, to be honest. So yeah, let's just kind of go with it without the tassel for a minute. So Okay. Right. So. Like that. And here. Like that. Okay. Oops. Okay, like that, I think. So, yeah, let's just cut this sari silk out. Oh my goodness. I mean, how yummy does that sari silk look? Oh, it's such a scrumptious colour, isn't it? I just love it. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. Right, so we could have the tassel on here. Like that. I think. Look quite nice. Let me just see what it's like without it. Yeah, I think it does. It does benefit from having it there. So I'm just going to cut the, you know, the little string bits down. I think what I'll do is just pop this down slightly with the 3-in-1 first, and then I'm going to pop the rosebud down over the top with some hot glue. So just pop this down, oops, like that. Okay, like that. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh, sticking on me. Now, I wouldn't mind having, I think, glossy accent in this rose before I put it on. So, yeah, let me think. Now, where on earth is my glossy accents? Do you know, since I've actually moved my room, I'm not too sure that I've ever used it. Oh, here we go. I just thought, well, that's weird. I don't feel like I've actually ever used the glossy accent since I've moved rooms, which, yeah, fancy not having used it at all. Okay, right, let me bring in a little bit of bit page to just put this on. Right. So, just want to put this down. Oh, that's the 3-in-1. Well, I thought that's a bit strange. I don't know why that feels so wet, because I've not used that for ages. Right, let me just now unclog this, because my gosh, it's been a long time since I've used glossy accents, so this is definitely clogged up. Didn't even need to try using it to know that this is all clogged up. So yeah, right. Don't know whether it's unclogged now, to be honest. Oh yes, it is. Look at it, just dripping out now, like anybody's business. Right, or nobody's business. Right, go around that rose. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Now, just while I've got the glossy accents out, kind of thinking, actually, I had talked about glossy accenting this piece, I think, when we put this piece down. So yeah, I'm going to just glossy accent this. Now, have to be careful because I prefer not to glossy accent the flower. So that's going to be a struggle to do, isn't it? Right, let me just get a piece of paper. Okay, I'm just going to just cover the flower up a bit. Okay, right. Okay. Might have to have some more on here because it's okay. This wasn't really as thick as I would have liked, so okay. Now I always like to just spread the glossy accents with my finger, and again, not saying that's the, you know, the correct way to do it or the best way to do it. That's the best way that I find, you know, the way I find works best for me. But you know, if you prefer to use your glossy accents with a brush or something, then, you know, that's fine too. I mean, I personally don't find it brilliant with a brush, but you know, you've probably experimented around with your glossy accents and found what works for you best. Okay, just need a little tiny bit here. Sort of section there. Okay, so yeah, that's my glossy accents there. So I'm just going to put that to one side. Right, now do we have a bit of time to do another page? So I'm just going to pull another page in. Okay, right. And again, I've brought along a few things that we can kind of use. So let's just have a look here. Now, just trying to think, what was that other thing that I was thinking? Oh, it's here, hold on. Right, so I've got a few different bits here that we could use. Now, I've got these square envelopes. Now, I also had a little card that I was going to make a sort of bookletty piece, and now I can't, of course, see that anywhere. No, the card's just eluding me, and yeah, disappeared somewhere. Oh, perhaps it's there. Oh, here it is. Right, okay. So we could have the card, or we could have a little pocket here with the envelope. So when I use these envelopes, I quite like to just tuck this in. So tuck the envelope flap in. Let me get rid of that glossy accents before I knock it over and end up glossy accenting something else that shouldn't be glossy accented. So I like to just tuck the flap in like that. Okay, so just fold it over, tuck it in and along, you know, the natural fold of where that envelope, you know, has been manufactured to fold, if you see what I mean, like that. And then just cover the envelope. So again, let's just use some of the background papers. Might use this, or I could use the black actually. Should we use the black? So yeah, let's just take that down here like that. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day, maybe doing some crafting, doing some nice projects, having a good time. So it's sunny weather here, yay! I mean, it's been quite a nice couple of days actually. The last couple of days have been pretty nice and sunny, and actually not that cold. I'm wearing a kind of jumper dress thing, and I mean, it's quite thick, you know, it's quite thickish jumper, but it's just been quite warm. I haven't even bothered wearing a jacket. I've just worn the jumper, you know, the jumper dress. It's, yeah, it's been surprisingly warm. So that's been really, really nice. So, and if you're living in the UK, you know, I'm sure that you've been really enjoying the weather too, because it's been, yeah, lovely. Right, so I'm thinking that. Now, again, maybe in the background, have a bit of this. Oh, that's not the wrong way. So, yeah, maybe this way up. Right, let's just tear this down. Okay, like that. So, yeah, something like that. Okay, and right. Let's just see now. Could even have just this skull. So I'm just going to tear him out rather than, you know, fussy cut around him. Just going to tear him, and then he's got that scripty background with him as well. Something like that is quite nice, isn't it? And then let's just see about this. You know, I don't know whether this will look good or not, but we'll just try it. Because because I'm thinking if there's room, you know, we could then have this as a little kind of pocket somewhere on here. I don't know whether there will be room. I'm feeling like I haven't got as much room as I thought on these big square pages. I thought I was going to be kind of almost like overwhelmed and think, oh my goodness, I've got such a lot of room on these big square pages, but actually they're not quite as roomy as I'd expected. So yeah, it's been quite surprising. Right, well, I quite like that. So let's put this down as a starting point. And I always like, you know, say that I like to stick something down so as I've got somewhere to start. You know, if you don't stick something down, I just find when you've got all that choice, you know, you've got too much choice, if you see what I mean. You know, all that choice means too much choice. And then it actually just makes it really hard to, you know, to start somewhere. Because you're sort of overwhelmed and thinking, oh, you know, where should I put this? Should I put it here? Should I put it here? Should I put it here? So, you know, getting something fixed down onto the page is always a good thing, I think. So, like that now. Also got those banners, which, where are they? Here. Oh, forgot about this. This is my favourite piece, I think. So let's just take that down. I'll just take these banners down as well. Okay, and actually let's just cut this piece down, only because this piece is actually portrait, so this might be better and work better than that one saying Halloween, that actually, you know, doesn't fit so brilliantly. This one might fit better. So let's just see. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, thinking maybe something like that. Now let me just have a look at this black banner. So like that. Okay. Let's tear that down for a minute as a starting point. Okay, right, so if she was moved over, I'm kind of thinking something like that. Although that's like a weird triangle, which is always strange. We could, I guess, have it. Or we could even have it here, coming off of here, like that, or even underneath. Like that. Or actually, I've just suddenly thought, wonder if we could have it like that. Like that. Oh, that is quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, loving how that looks. Right, so let's just glue this down onto the page. Okay. Okie dokie. So, yeah, plenty of glue. Just getting this stuck down onto the page somehow. Well, not somehow really, but you know, get it glued down. So, like that. Okay, yeah, loving that. Again, just take my glue spreader, spread that out so as it's stuck down properly. Then, yeah, this, I love the look of this. That looks so cool. So like that, like that, like that, and like that. Absolutely love how that looks. That's just very, very cool. And then maybe this one here. Oops, this one here as well. Now thinking maybe a bit of the green patina around the edge of the skull. We've not had any green patina for a while, so that might look quite cool. Now we've also not had any of the purple sari silk, so I'm thinking maybe that's somewhere. Although maybe it needs a bit more bright stuff going on. Look. Oh, I wonder if we could even have. So I think it was in the other video, yesterday's video, where I used these little buckles. These are available in my website in the physical kits. There's just, I think there's 8 of them. And I mean, they're quite a big kit. So this is obviously just one very small item in the kit. But yeah, they've got all sorts of stuff in the kit. But this is one of the things that's in the kit, is these buckles, which, how awesome are they? They are lovely, aren't they? So I'm kind of thinking like that. Now I'm also thinking possibly have coming out behind it some of the lace. So let's just tear that down. Oh, sorry. Just, my hand caught everything that's just flinging about on the desk. So, yep, sorry about that. Right. Let's put some green around the skull, because yeah, thinking he definitely needs some green, doesn't he? We've not used the green for a bit, so yeah, let's have some green around there. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Now I'm also thinking maybe some green around the edge of here would be quite nice. So yeah, just a bit of the green around the edge of here. Okay. Like that. All right. Okay. So yeah, loving that. Okay. Right, let's just pop that down. Now we could also have some green on here, but I'm thinking maybe that's too much. I'm actually wondering if that's not the right piece. So let's just bring in another one of the journal cards. So let's try this one. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the right one, but let's just give it a try. Or maybe the one above it might be best. Okay. This might be a bit wide, it's got to be said, but we'll see. So this is going to go here. Now I'm just going to dry that off a little bit with the heat tool, because otherwise I'll dab that patina everywhere. I mean, that patina dries very, very quickly, so, you know, it's not kind of like a big deal to have to dry that off. On the whole, it's normally actually dry before I even come to actually dry it. But, yeah, just giving it a helping hand just in case on there. So, it needs to go this way up. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? So, I'm going to glue these banners down, because then they're, you know, they're just fixed then. I really love how these banners look, I must say. They just have such an awesome appearance, don't they? Because they do properly look like they're, you know, like it's on a banner. Which, yeah, just love how that looks. Love that appearance. Okay, and this one. Okay. Like that. Okay, right, squish this down. Okay, then this one here, thinking it here like that. Now this, the only thing is I hope I don't end up putting the holes, when I do the holes, through her face. So she probably needs to move over, just because, you know, if I don't be careful, she'll have a hole through her eye. I mean, I've already done it so it looks like her eyes have been reddened or hollowed out or something, but we don't want them actually with the hole and the ring through them, because that's just like a step too far to actually punch her eyes out, isn't it? So, you know, with the crocodile, that just seems a bit too horrible. So, yeah. Love, love, love how that looks. Now, yeah, I mean, that might just be me, but I think that just looks so cool and fun. Don't know what happened to that black bit of lace that I had just now, so I'm just going to quickly do another bit, because, yeah, who knows where that disappeared to. But, yeah, could be anywhere now. My desk is so messy. Right, let's just see. I mean, we might not even want any lace, but just, yeah, let's have lace, because, well, lace is always good. Right, let's just pop that lace down with this. Okay. Okay, like that. Okie dokie. Right, then we are going to put our skull down. So I'm going to just hot glue the skull down. Nice and quick and fast, and I can also put tons of glue on there where it's going to be then, you know, a little bit raised and not kind of pressed down too much. So it will have a bit of a raised effect. So, yep, like that. Okay, and then, oh, I love how that looks. And then I absolutely love, 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 love how this looks with the, you know, the buckle. So I just want to check, do I want this here or do I want it the other way around? So, yeah, well, I guess I can probably slide that along. I was going to say just with the buckle the other side. No, I want it this side. The reason being, because if I have that, it looked like it was then in a diagonal line, which just looked a little bit odd. So, yeah, let's cut that off there. Right, okay. So I'm going to just turn this over now, so that we can glue these lace ends down. Okay. So a little bit here, and then a little bit here. Okay, that one. And that one. Let's just see, oops. Oh. Not looking very straight on there. Okay, that looks better, doesn't it? Oh, I love, love, love how that looks. That is gorgeous. Right, now we could have her as a top loading pocket. Again, like I always say, even if then we decide not to use her as a pocket, she's then been glued down as a pocket. So we've got kind of the option. Whereas if I just put her down as a piece, you know, that option's gone. So, you know, it is worth doing. If you remember. I mean, obviously, sometimes, you know, you don't remember to do that. But if you do, then I just think that's good practice, because then you've got options when it, you know, when it comes to filling your journal. So, yeah, we've put her down now with the option of a pocket. Okie dokie. Right, loving how this looks. I have to say, this is such an awesome page. Right, that looks really good. Now, do we want something down the side of the page? Do we want some sari silk? Could have it even down this side of the page, although we are going to have our rings here, so I have to kind of be mindful of that. Could have a bit of ruffle at the bottom. Maybe quite nice. Could even just have it kind of like random around there. Could have some black lace down the bottom. I mean, I just love, obviously, always using lace. So let's just tear this down. So, yep. Kind of thinking just, you know, could have it a little bit over to one side and maybe then the sari silk going over the top Yeah, I really like how that looks actually. So again, just going to put that lace down, just using that 3-in-1. Okay. Like that. And oh my goodness. I know I always say this, but you know, there is kind of a wrong and a right side to the lace. So, you know, I want to try and get it obviously as right as I can. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie, that looks good, doesn't it? And then, yeah, have the sari silk running across. Yeah? Yeah. So I just need to put another glue stick into my hot glue gun because it's running out. Well, you know, that glue stick has run out, so let's just put another one in. Okay. So let's just pop this down here. Right, now I haven't got that much sari silk in this little length, so probably best not ruffle it too tightly because I don't want to actually run out, you know, and find I've come to a situation where I haven't got enough left. And then I'd have like a weird mishmash of colours. So yeah, let's just do that. Just put this in here. Oh, I've actually got plenty of sari silk now. I look, because look, it's going right the way to there. So yeah, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? But you know, you can't tell, can you, at first? And so then you think, oh, I don't want to run out, you know, not have enough to finish this line. But actually, there's loads. What on earth? Nowhere near running out. Okay. Like that. Right. Let's just snip that off there. Okay. Oh my goodness, what a gorgeous page. I love how that looks. Now I have just got these bows, so I mean I could have a bow somewhere as well if I want. Yeah, maybe that one just there. Again, need to just be mindful that I'm going to have the holes punched somewhere, so yeah, might have to have it on the side or something instead, just because obviously I'm going to have 2 holes punched, so they're probably going to be like about here and here. So yeah, so long as I kind of mind where the hole is going to be punched. So maybe there, maybe there. Well, maybe it should be on the side there. That's quite nice, isn't it? So, and again, these are in that physical kit as well. You get a little pouch with some of these bows in. So, whoops. Okay. So yeah, you get a nice, you know, a nice selection of things in that physical kit, and lots of, you know, lots of my kind of favourite things in there as well. So yeah, hopefully you would think it's really nice. Now, the only other thing that I do wonder about this, I know you're probably thinking, when's she going to stop with that page? But you know me, if you can possibly add another few things, then why wouldn't you? So the only other thing that I'm wondering is whether we could have like a little fold up. So like here, if I just do this like a fold down, fold up, fold down. Yeah, this way is what I'm talking about. So if I just cut this down, so it would have to be like that, for example. Oh my goodness, I have just made the worst job ever of cutting that. It's like super wonky. Okay, but what I'm thinking is, again, just fold that down. Could I have that poked in over here? So that I actually have then a little flippy up page. Now I'm going to glue this down because I feel like this is a little bit vulnerable because that lace is very flimsy. It's not really as sturdy as ribbon. So yeah, I think it benefits from just being actually properly held down and glued down. So yeah, just kind of, you know, you want to be safe, don't you? Make sure it's actually going to be stuck down and not flapping about and likely to get then torn off. So yeah, I'm thinking in here, if I just attach this into that piece, and actually what I'm going to do is just trim this down slightly. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okay. Right, I can probably fold this over slightly more now. So I've just got slightly more to be able to put into that flap. So, you know, it's sturdier, isn't it, if it's got a bit more stuck inside there. Right, I've just got a little bit of patina here. Oh no, it's dried. Oh. Honestly, that patina just dries so quickly. I thought that it was probably still quite wet, but it's pretty dry. Right, let's just put some more down. And just then pop a little bit here. Okay, right, actually I'm going to just put a bit more down, only because I want to have some on the inside as well, if that makes sense. So like in here. So I'm just going to, yeah, just pop a little bit down here. Okay. Like that, and then finally like that around here. Right, okay, so let's just close that. Right, I'm just going to wipe that patina off again before I, you know, dip into it by mistake and then dab it everywhere, because that will be the next thing. So, and I did have a question from somebody actually asking what patina am I using. Now, I'm using these. They are the Ranger patinas. Now, this particular one, it is in a little pack. Can't remember the name of the pack, I do apologise, but it was a green themed pack. So if you just type in, you know, Ranger Patina green 3-pack, I'm pretty sure this will come up. You know, because I can't remember what the actual kind of name of it was in this colourway, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you just searched green, you know, green themed Ranger Patinas, I'm pretty sure it would come up. So that's all that is. I'm just going to quickly dry this off. Okay. Like that, and then right, let's just put this down here. So yeah, I'm thinking hook this over here. I mean, to be honest, you wouldn't even have to glue this on. You could just have this as a pull out. Would be fine. But I was thinking glue it on. Obviously, we'd then want to have something on it. Oh, what do we want to have on there? Let's have a look and see. And just take this circle. I mean, again, why am I picking a circle to cut out? I must stop picking the circles to cut out because they're my least favourite thing. Least favourite thing to cut. Oh, come on. Okay. Like that. Right. So, yeah, like that, I think. And then actually just wondering even whether I could have another bow there. I know that's a lot of bows now on that page, but hey, I mean, it doesn't look horrible, does it? It looks quite pretty. So, yeah, we could do that. So, let's just glue this down. So, like that. Okay. Right, there we go. And then just going to Now, do we want to actually sellotape, glue, I'm saying, do we want to glue this in, or do we want to just like paper clip it on? You know, either way would be fine, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe paper clip it. What do we think? I think paper clip would be fine. Let me just see whether we want any of this green lace anywhere on this. Oh gosh, I can't see now what's the right way and the wrong way from the lace, but I think that is the right way. I think it looks fine with or without the lace, to be perfectly honest. But maybe we should have it with the lace, because that's, you know, continuity then to the other pieces in the journal. So just put that down like that, and yep, get the lace. Oh my goodness, which is the right and the wrong way? Oh, right. Squish that down. Oops. Okay, and then just snip that off there. Like that. Okay, and then we're just going to stick the red bow on. My goodness, come on. Like that. Okay, and that can hook on there. So in the meantime, I'm going to put this on as a pocket. So what I'm going to do is glue this down on 3 sides, but making sure one of those sides is this side, if you see what I mean. So where the opening of the actual envelope was, here, is now glued down. So the pocket is actually in the side of there. So like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, how lovely does that look? Love, love, love that page. Do you know, that's probably my favourite page, I think, so far. I really, really, really love how that looks. It looks awesome, doesn't it? Really pretty. Love how that banner is, you know, working behind that envelope. Just looks really cool, doesn't it? You know, because it looks really like a banner, which obviously was, you know, what we were going for. So yeah, what we can do then is just have this paper clipped on. So I'm pretty sure I've got some paper clips floating around somewhere on my desk. Obviously could do an altered paper clip. I don't know whether we will, because there's quite a bit going on this page anyway. You know, it maybe would be that if we do an altered paper clip, it will actually kind of detract from all what's going on the page. So I might just stick with, you know, stick with just the rusted paper clip here. So let's just clip, not clip, hook this on to there, and then just paper clip that on like that. Oh my goodness, how lovely does that look? Yeah, love that page, absolutely love it. So we'll probably call that quits for today. Like I said before, I don't know whether I will come back and do any more of this online, or whether I will try and do it, you know, in kind of slow time, or maybe I'll do a little bit and then come back and do a little bit. We'll kind of see how it goes. But I hope that you love the kit. I hope you like how the journal's coming along, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.